What's up guys, today we're going to install a thermostat because we just had the stock one and this is the Mishimotto one and it's supposed to be colder than the stock one. So there's a few reasons why you would get a colder thermostat. The reason I'm doing it though is because I want to prevent any chance of overheating happening. I've put a lot of money into this swap and I really don't want to blow a head gasket or anything major like that. So let's open up the thermostat and check it out. So at the top of the thermostat there, you can see that it says 68 degrees Celsius. That is roughly 155 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is significantly cooler than what we're running at right now. So here's the clip with the car at running temperature with the stock thermostat. So you can see on our dash that our coolant temp is at 180 degrees Fahrenheit with the stock thermostat. Just ignore the fluctuating idle and the throttle percentage. I'll get into that in a little bit. But this is with the stock thermostat. We get 180 degrees for the coolant temp. So as you saw, it's at 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which is fine. That's what most cars run at. But I wanted to run a little cooler because I don't want any chances of overheating. Because if you're new, first of all, welcome. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoy it. R240 is not a drift car. We take it to the desert. We got some nice off-road tires. They're super skinny, but they work for now. But we're going to be in the hot heat constantly, so I really don't want this motor to overheat. But I think even if you are doing a drift build for your RB20, that you should get a colder thermostat just because you're constantly at high RPMs because this motor makes no power below 4,000. And contrary to popular belief, the RB20 has one of the strongest blocks of all the RB motors, which is cool because it's only a 2 liter, so the cylinder walls are thicker. But even though it has that and it can bounce the rev limiter all day long, you still want to make sure that you don't overheat. So I think it was just a good idea just to get this. So on the RB20, the thermostat is on the intake side, just like all the other RBs. And to find it, you have to follow the lower radiator hose, and it's that housing right there, right back in there. That is the housing for the thermostat. So our plan is to get the least amount of coolant spilled as possible. So we're going to disconnect the lower radiator hose at the thermostat housing, and then we're going to have that hose just bent straight up and just, you know, hope that it doesn't all come out. But 100% we are going to have coolant come out of where the thermostat housing is. So we're going to put a rag on top of our alternator, and then we're going to put a bucket or something underneath the car to catch all the coolant. Taking the thermostat housing off while the motor's in the car is such a pain in the ass. First two are pretty easy. This one down here is super easy, and then there's one up top, and that one's kind of easy. It's a little bit difficult. The one in the back, however, is such a pain. But what I did was I got a 10-inch extension and I fed it in through everything, and it got a straight shot into there. I had to move the wiring harness a little bit, but we did get it off. So you can actually see the thermostat just chilling right there. So I'm going to try to be quick and throw this in without having any more coolant dripping out. So we got the new thermostat and you can see it down there. It's all nice and shiny. We did, however, make a mess, but we're going to gloss over that. Here's the OEM thermostat that came with the motor. I'm not sure whether or not this was the original from like factory, but it did come with the motor. I did open it up and look at it, and I honestly am not sure how you can tell if a thermostat is not working just by visually looking at it, but everything looked good for me and it was working, so I kept it. But I would recommend to replace yours because if you already have the motor out, it's so much easier than messing with it in the car. But all we have to do now is clean all this off and then put some more on it, and then we can throw this back on. So I got the housing back on. It's such a pain getting that last one in the back, but if you get a 10-inch extension and you put it through here, that's a straight shot to that last bolt. But now all we have to do is put the lower radiator hose back on and then fill the radiator up. Now that we have everything put back together, the last thing we can do is start the car, let it get to temperature, and see if it actually is staying around 155, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So far I haven't noticed any drips on the thermostat housing, so I think we're going to be good there, but we won't know until it gets up to temperature and the thermostat actually opens. So it's been running for a bit now. It's been idling consistently at 163, which is amazing because before, like you saw, we were around 180. So 20 degrees lower is very good. I had to add some coolant, of course, because a lot of it came on the floor. But I bled the radiator and everything is perfect now. I never get tired of seeing this thing spin. So cool. So I am very happy with this new thermostat. I think that having the temperature at 160 rather than 180 out in the desert is going to make a huge difference. And thankfully there's no drips from the thermostat housing, so we got a nice seal there. And we got a couple revs in. You know, you always got to do that with an RB. I mean, how can you not? I really do love this engine. The RB20, highly underrated. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.